Well, she was born Amethyst Amelia Kelly in Sydney, raised in Mullumbimby, moved to the States at the age of 16, changed her name and took on the world. Iggy Azalea is now one of the biggest stars on the planet after an incredible couple of years. A string of smash hits, dozens of awards and nominations. She has multiple endorsement deals, including iconic Aussie brand Bonds. And just this month, she announced her engagement to Lakers basketball star Nick Young. I spoke to Iggy from our studio in Hollywood.
Still stunned how you love that. Got the whole world asking how I does that.
Iggy Azalea, thank you very much for your time. How are you doing?
I'm awesome. Just out here in Los Angeles trying to stay cool.
Well, it's hard for you to stay cool when you're that hot at the moment. Man, things are on a roll for you. It would be remiss if I didn't congratulate you on your engagement. Happy days. How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling very excited about that. I didn't realize how soon you have to start planning a wedding though. So I'm trying just to enjoy being engaged for a while, and then I'll get underway with planning my wedding. Yeah.
Tell me if it's none of my business, but how did Nick propose?
Actually, Nick proposed at his 30th birthday party to me, and I organized a big party for him out in the canyons here in the hills of Malibu, and it was like a nighttime carnival, so it was really romantic when he proposed at the end, when he thanked everybody for coming, and then he got down on one knee and he proposed to me.
Would you marry me?
And it was very sweet.
And handed you that rock.
Yeah, he handed me the rock.
So when is the wedding? What are you planning?
Probably July, August next year, a year from now, next summer.
Well, you could bring him to Australia and you know, we could all put it on here for you.
I know, well, I've thought of it, but he has such a large family and my family's quite small, so I think it's easier to ship them all over here. But I did think of it. It would be nice to have a wedding in Australia. It's a possibility.
Have you thought about
maybe a honeymoon?
There you go. Have you honeymoon in the Whitsundays? What's the matter with that?
Yeah,
or Mullumbimby.
right?
Has he been to Mullumbimby yet?
He hasn't, but I'm actually going to come back to Mullumbimby when I come and visit for this Bonds 100 celebration later in the year. And so I'm going to drag him back and show him the old digs, show him around.
What would you be wearing for the wedding, apart from your Bonds, of course?
I'm not sure yet. It's too early to tell, but I think I'd like something very glamorous and big, maybe a big long train. I think when you are a celebrity, you get to fortunately go on red carpets so much and wear the, you know, sexy silhouette gown. So I've worn my fair share of those, but I don't ever get to wear something big with a train. So I might do the whole thing.
What does it mean to you to be the face, to be an ambassador for this iconic Australian company, Bonds?
I was very excited when Bonds called, when I got the call and asked that they thought of me, because I think I probably grew up in a Bonds singlet my entire teenage years and probably childhood years, and I really admired like Miranda Kerr was somebody I looked up to a lot, and when she did the Bonds campaign and those other women that did the Bonds campaigns as a younger teenager and a young girl, and so to kind of see the baton passed to me and for me to get that call, it was significant. When you're living as an expat in another country, there's not a lot of things that kind of take you back to childhood, and this was something that when I got that call really reminded me of my teenage years.
When you look at the shoot you're doing, you just ooze confidence, you know, and you've become a role model for young Aussie girls. Where does that confidence, where does all that come from?
I don't know. Some days I just think I want to crawl in my cave and I don't feel confident at all, and other days I feel great, and I think it's like that for all human beings, not just young women. And I think maybe feeling confident or 100% every day, it's something to aspire to, but I don't know if it's humanly possible for anybody. And I think it's just having that kind of honest moment with yourself and other people, and almost admitting and embracing your flaws or the things about you that you sometimes feel bad about can empower your own self. And I love doing the Bonds Bonds shoot, and I think they're just super cheeky and fun and sporty, and to me that feels powerful. So that's why I think it was super easy for me to go and do those shoots, and even though I was wearing next to nothing, feel very confident and really kind of embody that Bonds woman that I felt inspired by when I was younger.
You are a role model in that sense, but also in the sense that, you know, you're a young Aussie chick. You wanted to take the world by storm. You did it and you've made it, and that's dreams coming true, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I think it's hard for anybody to really kind of fathom how much work you do have to do to get from Mullumbimby to kind of Hollywood. It's a lot. Yeah, Miami and then to here. It's a lot of work, but man, it's been a hell of a ride, and I'm just really looking forward right now. I'm making my second album, and I've been working on that and kind of taking more risks musically, and it's exciting. It's crazy to think how far I've come, and I'm really excited to get to come back and visit Australia this year. I haven't been back since I was opening the Beyonce tour in 2013, so I'm super excited to come back and maybe even perform a show or two and just kind of have a bit of a homecoming. I'm excited.
Yes, it will be quite a homecoming, and you got to love that, taking the world by storm while wearing your Bonds. Good on her. And we look forward to having her back home, and wish Iggy well with her spectacular career. She's a nice lady, isn't she?
Yeah,
it's a great interview.
Yeah.
She really opened up to you. You guys had a real connection.
No, she's a nice lady. I've met her a couple of times, but never really sat down for an interview like that. And even with the satellite, she was very giving, very nice.
Super talented, that's for sure.
Sounds like she's going to go the full meringue on her wedding as well. It looks like she wants to be
the full meringue.
Full meringue.
Yeah,
well, like a real Aussie.
Yeah.
As she should.
Mariah Carey set the standard for that back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Meringue.
Matola.
Yeah, that one.
Her first one.
So, yeah, we'll have the first, yeah.
First one's always good.
We'll bring that dress to you as soon as we get a look at it.